The lights aren't turned out. The party's not over. We're back again. Episode 37.
Good morning.
Good morning. It's always a good morning when you're here, Pastor.
Oh, thank you. Good to be here.
Thank you for coming in early. Thank you for making this part of your weekly. We are now into our almost at 40 episodes of Pointed Reflections. What a great book. And today, something from June 1982. Summer of 82. Where were you in the summer of 82?
Where were you in 82?
There's a lot of rhyming going on here today.
Yeah.
A lot of rhyming.
Yeah.
Let me get this one closer.
Closer, is it all right?
Yeah, closer the better. Especially with the AC on and everything, we want to make sure. So today's title, would you like me to?
The Hummingbird and the Maple Leaf.
The Hummingbird and the Maple Leaf. So instantly I'm thinking a breakfast restaurant.
No.
Okay.
This was when I was a pastor in a church across from Universal City.
Okay.
On 101 freeway.
Okay.
And I had a big picture window.
Okay.
In my office. And I sat facing that and typing away.
Okay.
And I observe a lot of things. One of them was when big bulldozers came and started removing the hill.
Okay.
I thought, what are they doing? Well, later on, I discovered this was the beginning phases of the new Universal City.
Okay.
They leveled the hill, and looking out the window, I would listen to traffic, watch traffic, this and that. Then one day I noticed a hummingbird.
Okay.
I had one tree outside my window, a maple tree.
I did like the first line of this. Thank God for windows.
Yeah, thank God for windows.
So you see this hummingbird outside the window.
Now, the question I was, have you ever included your windows in the list of blessings God has given you?
Not once. Never.
Not once.
The things through the window, but never the window.
Never the window.
Right.
Well, without the window, the rain would come in. In the old days, we did not have glass. We just have windows.
Okay.
So windows, glass windows are a blessing. You can see through, cuts down on noise, etc. And yesterday, as I write, I was delighted to see a hummingbird flutter around a maple tree outside.
That's a pretty image.
It is a rare treat indeed to see a hummingbird, especially that part of the city, the traffic and all that. By the way, hummingbirds are fascinating.
Yes, they are.
I have a hummingbird feeding tube sitting outside my kitchen. So again, another window while I'm sitting at kitchen table.
Very common in Orange County.
Yeah, very common. And they come to the feeding tube and I watch them about 2 feet away. I have not done any deep research, but it's unbelievable, the statistics about the hummingbird.
Really?
Yeah, how many times the wings flutter, for example?
Oh, per minute?
Per minute.
Or per second?
Per second or whatever.
I have no idea. What are the numbers?
Yeah. Erica, why don't you check into it? How many times does a hummingbbird's wings flutter in a minute or in a second? Anyway, and
thank you.
It came back and forth, back and forth. Then I realized it was building a nest.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. And the nest, why was it bothering to build a nest in a tree by a busy, noisy highway? I don't know.
Huh.
Mysteries of life. And many reasons why it should not build a nest there.
Okay.
But it did. This one solitary bird has been my messenger from God.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a big statement.
It is a big statement. So God comes in many forms.
50 to 200 flaps per minute. 50 to 200 flaps per minute.
50 to 200 flaps per minute.
200 flaps per minute. Wow. I can go around my block in about an hour.
Thank you very much, Stat Patterson.
It has inspired me as I've watched it, because I also was building a nest.
Yes, right next to the freeway.
Next to the freeway church. The church was a big nest. It's still there, by the way. If you drive by, you'll see it.
Where?
The church. It's a
Which
big
church?
white church.
Where?
It's called the United Armenian Congregational Church.
In Glendale.
In North Hollywood.
In North Hollywood.
The passage, Cahuenga Pass,
Okay.
across from the Universal City.
I'm glad somebody said Kahanga correctly,
Yeah?
because I can't even say it correctly.
Cahuenga?
There you go.
When you use it every day, you can. I was putting in long hours.
Let's not get in Cienega, okay? Because
La Cienega.
I had a long time learning that one.
La Cienega. And I put in long hours with thoughts of frustration, self-pity that tend to sweep over me from time to time.
Okay.
But working on like the hummingbird, it does not know I've been watching it.
Yeah.
It does not know I've been learning from it.
Okay.
It does not know I will be passing on the lessons it has taught me unto thousands of others.
Okay.
It merely enjoys making and using the nest. That is a reward in itself.
There's some sub-level stuff here.
Yeah, there is.
I know you're not speaking about a nest.
No, beyond the nest.
You are, but beyond, yes.
Now,
My friend is an Eagles fan. He's going to love all this nest talk.
okay. Now, how about that one solitary maple leaf? It was building it on a leaf of the tree.
One leaf.
One leaf. There are thousands of leaves on the tree, but this one was chosen to bear the weight and the honor of the nest.
Wow. Out of the millions.
Out of a million. Now, it can flutter and dance freely in the breeze like all other leaves. It's restricted.
Okay.
When a nest was built on it, the weight of it prevented it from acting like all the other leaves.
Correct.
Okay? It could complain, why me? Why me? Why not the next tree leaf?
I'm seeing a short movie, like a 15-minute movie about a leaf complaining.
I can hear it complain, why me? Why should I be the only one to be so burdened? Why are the other leaves allowed to be free? Will not its extra weight shorten my life? And will I not drop under the burden of the nest and the bird? It just is not fair.
It's not fair.
It's not fair.
It's my 5-year-old. It's not fair.
Have you heard it?
No.
You've heard
Once
it.
or twice.
I believe all the negative points are swept away by this one overriding fact. This one leaf is a chosen, special, extraordinary, and blessed leaf.
Oh, I'm starting to put it together.
Okay. It bears the honor of the hummingbird nesting on it. All the other leaves will be gone, but this one will be remembered. Thus, it has gained immortality.
Whoa.
Life finds meaning and joy within this thought. Now,
Wow.
what happened to this?
Wow.
I knew
It's just a leaf, but it's...
when fall came, the nest would fall.
Right.
So it fell.
Okay.
So I went and picked it up
Was the nest still in it?
with a nest in it.
Okay.
And for the longest time, I had it on my desk in a dish. It had gained immortality.
Had the babies already been born?
No, gone. All gone. I don't know what happened.
Just the nest?
Yeah.
Okay.
Again, I say happy window gazing. Beyond the speeding cars, acres of concrete, teeming masses, pause long enough to see the hummingbird of life, and don't forget that leaf. Let's talk about that.
Well, it's much better than my father's original joke, which was "Leave me alone." Leaves signify a lot of things, especially in people who've lived in places where the leaves change to magnificent colors.
Yes.
It is out of the horrible depression gray of Seattle.
Yeah.
Which is just always there. 9 months out of the year, it's just gray and down. I've never seen such beautiful leaf colors in my entire life. Ever.
So without the sun shining on it, it still turns.
They turn. I mean, I'm talking the streets are paved with these different colors. Like it makes the drive to work interesting.
Wow.
They're just beautiful colors.
It's like the East Coast, the fall.
Oh, yeah?
You can't believe how gorgeous it gets in the fall.
Wow.
Just drive inland from New York City, just half an hour, 1 hour.
I know the fog is, the smog is the reason that LA has such beautiful sunsets, which is a very famous line from, I believe, Get Shorty. And then up in San Francisco, the fog really creates some, especially what they call the tooling fog, which you can watch. Looks like it eats up streets and houses. Yeah. So simple things. Well, gaining immortality as a leaf, you have much better chance as a human to gain immortality than a leaf.
That's true. So we are, as human beings, constantly wondering what's so special about us.
Right.
What's so special about me? What's so special about you? What's so special about our listeners? And I'm thinking of our listeners. Each of you is listening, if you are, and wondering, what does life have for me today? What's going to happen?
Yeah, that's very true.
In the light of all the events, I keep wondering what's going to happen. We have windows looking out at the world to see what's happening.
Okay.
You have the radio, you have TV, you have the streaming, you have the papers, you have television.
There's many mediums still. There's a lot of things that still exist. Now you have podcasts, like you said, anything on your phone, any digital.
And each one creates questions.
Yes, it does.
What are the questions that are created for you and me today?
That is a fantastic idea.
Okay. Now,
go ahead and grab one for us.
Are we going to survive in the light of what's going on? Well, President Trump has proposed $100 billion grand golden dome over all of the United States to prevent it from being penetrated by incoming missiles. So he's calling it a great, beautiful dome. Well, he's wondering about survival.
Yes, he is.
Anything can happen any day, every day. For us to lose our sense of equilibrium, sense of balance, sense of peace. What does it take to do that?
That's a great question.
And insecurities, the insecurities that are swarming in on us from all directions.
Okay, here's a fantastic one. So, I am speaking as this person, okay? I am a teen from Northern Ireland, and please forgive me if my English isn't correct, but I grew up Presbyterian, but I'm starting to think that I might want to be a Catholic. I'm a guy who just wants the truth and want to follow God in the real church. I would appreciate advice or reasons for converting. I'd also love to make some friendships with Catholic people, as I feel quite isolated. Thank you and God bless, from Xander.
Okay. Well, here's a guy who is feeling quite isolated.
Okay.
He's feeling alone.
Okay.
His community either does not exist, he says he's Presbyterian, but the Presbyterian Church, either where he is, no longer exists or has abandoned him.
Okay.
Or chances are he has abandoned the church.
Okay.
For whatever reason.
For whatever reason. There's always many reasons.
In the years I have pastored, many teenagers never come back to church.
Okay.
So
especially teenagers dealing with all the stuff they're dealing with already.
So in this case, he's thinking of become a Roman Catholic.
Okay.
We were talking a little while ago about Catholic.
I definitely went to a Catholic prep academy that could be described as Roman Catholic.
Well, it is Roman. We are all Catholic Christians. We are all part of a universal church. The word Catholic means universal.
Okay.
But in this case, he's thinking of the Irish Catholic Church.
Okay.
Majority. I don't know where in Ireland he lives, but chances are he's in the north.
Okay.
That's where the Presbyterians are.
Yep. North Ireland.
And he's thinking of joining the Roman Catholic Church. He may have friends at work or school, wherever, who already are Catholic.
Okay.
And I say, be very careful.
Okay.
Because you can join the Catholic Church for the wrong reasons.
Okay.
As well as the right reasons.
Okay.
The wrong reasons are your friends, community, those are the right reasons, the community and all. Okay. The wrong reasons are the authoritative way in which the Roman Catholic Church intrudes into your personal life.
Okay.
Is very dangerous.
Okay.
In terms of sex, for example.
Okay.
Very, very restrictive, even married couples. So there are boundaries that are around the Catholic experience.
Okay.
So be aware what those boundaries are. So do some studying into that.
Okay. And this is Catholic with a capital C, correct?
Yes.
Versus Catholic with a lowercase c, which is more of a term and less of a...
Yeah. Well, that's why I said I'm Catholic with a small c.
With a small c.
Because we confess the apostles and the Nicene creeds, which say I believe in the Holy Catholic Church.
Correct.
Now, it's a Holy Catholic, not the Roman Catholic.
Ah, okay.
The Roman Catholic...
So there's a difference, so you might... Okay.
The Roman Catholic Church is part of the Holy Catholic Church also, but it's not exclusively so.
Okay.
The exclusive aspects of the Roman Catholic Church, to me, make it unacceptable to me.
Okay.
They have a lot of pageantry, a lot of pomp and circumstance, as we saw last week.
Okay.
And that's wonderful. In our church, I was serving once, Christmas time.
Okay.
We put on a pageant. We put on a pageant, and I made a remark. It was so crowded. I say, my gosh, Bob Schuller has camels and horses coming up to his chancel during his great show he used to put on, The Glory of Christmas.
Oh, okay.
I said, I can't even have a chicken up here.
Because of the rules.
They got other rules. No place, no room.
Well, let me try and put a relatable 2025 on this. The third time I've been on the road leaving my house to the freeway, and the third day in a row, I've seen a white Tesla. Different white Tesla. All different. Same bumper sticker on the back. I bought this before Musk got into politics. I'm telling you, there is the right reasons to buy a Tesla and the wrong reasons.
Of course.
So I thought I'd make that metaphor. I thought you'd find that entertaining.
Very interesting.
Same sticker, 3 different models of Teslas. I'm pretty sure it's not from the same house.
Oh, I'm sure.
Okay. Well, so the hummingbird and the maple leaf.
Well, back to the maple leaf. This leaf served a purpose designed by Providence to be a nest bearer.
Okay.
And it served its purpose. And when I moved away from the church, I brought it with me. Eventually, I got rid of the nest.
Okay.
Because I kept looking at it and saying, thank you for teaching me some lessons about myself. My individuality is put to the test. I have individual gifts. I have individual services to render.
This is a movie. This is literally like an 8 to 15 minute movie.
Okay.
It's perfect. It's absolutely beautiful. And your ending is quite prophetic. Happy window gazing.
Yeah.
Beyond the speeding cars, acres of concrete, teeming masses, pause long enough to see the hummingbirds of life. And don't forget that leaf.
Don't forget that leaf. And my message is, enjoy the moment. Ask God to give you ability to see what you've been looking at for years and to see the unusual and the beautiful and the unique. It'll give you a blessing today.
That's absolutely gorgeous.
I look out my window. I may have said this a week ago, and there were two beautiful orange birds with red.
Yes.
And they were back again. The morning my daughter and her husband were visiting with me Sunday morning.
Again.
They were in. I said, look out, there they were. And she took a photo of it.
Oh, wow.
So the windows have a lot of exciting experiences.
You know, you're going to have to text that to me so that the viewers can see. They're going to want to see that bird. The lot of things I've taken pictures of. Another thing I see from my window is my cactus plant. The cactus plant. And the tragedy is, Absolutely beautiful.
Yesterday I looked and the weight of it had made it fall and break. So it's gone. So
really,
the humming, not the humming.
But these are the quote unquote metaphorical maple leaves. It doesn't have to be an actual maple leaf. You said, see the hummingbirds, see the hummingbirds of life.
Yeah.
Not a hummingbird, but the hummingbirds of life, the special things.
That's
so we're
true.
going to wrap up on this one. Thanks again for the stat. Are we still counting? All right. Well, thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you.
It's an absolute pleasure.
It was great. Okay.